Now let's see how we can create an estimate for a customer in QuickBooks. Right now, we are on the home page. At the top of the left navigation area, you will see a Create button, which is usually represented by a plus icon. When you click on it, a menu will appear with several options. Under the Customers section, you will see options such as Invoice, Receive Payment, and Estimate. For this example, we will select Estimate. Once the Estimate form opens, the first thing we need to do is select the customer. There is a drop-down field for customers. When you click on it, you will see a list of customers that already exist in the system. This list comes from the customer list that we saw earlier when we explored the Customer Hub. If needed, you can also create a new customer directly from this screen. However, it is usually better to add customers from the main customer list. Now let's select a customer from the drop-down list. When a customer is selected, QuickBooks automatically fills in some of the customer's information, such as the email address and billing details. Next, scroll down to the section called Products and Services. This is where we specify which product or service we are providing to the customer. There is a drop-down menu where we can choose from the list of products and services that we created earlier. For this example, let's select a service, such as gardening service. Once we select the service, QuickBooks automatically fills in the description and the default rate that was defined for that service. If necessary, we can still edit the rate here. For example, let's set the rate to 100. Then we enter the quantity. In this case, we will enter 3. This means we are charging the customer for 3 units, or for example, 3 hours of service at a rate of 100. QuickBooks automatically calculates the total amount. If we scroll further down, we will see additional options. For example, we can add customer payment options, where we can include instructions telling the customer how they can make the payment. We can also add a note to the customer. This note will be visible to the customer on the estimate. There is also a memo field, which is typically used for internal notes that may not be visible to the customer. We can also attach documents if needed. On the right side of the screen, we can see the subtotal of the estimate. Below the subtotal, we also have the option to add a discount. The discount can be entered either as a percentage or as a fixed amount. Once we review all the details and make sure everything is correct, we can click Review and Send. This allows us to send the estimate directly to the customer by email. That is how we create an estimate for a customer in QuickBooks. Later, if the customer approves the estimate, it can easily be converted into an invoice.